Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on, and welcome to another episode of Answers for Athletes. As you can tell, we have a change of scenery today. We are down here in the garage. We got the entire team with us. The family is here, and the reason is because I wanted to give you a visual on what I'm going to explain today. So I got a question recently from one of the athletes that I coach online who said, "Coach, what do you think about kickstand RDLs?" And he sent me a video of another coach who was explaining why kickstand RDLs are actually better than single leg RDLs. And I normally program single leg RDLs in my programs, and I use that much more than kickstand RDLs. I actually don't use kickstand RDLs, and today what I'm going to do in this video is just explain why I do that. I'm going to talk about all the types of RDLs that I tend to use in my programs and with my athletes in person, and I'm going to talk about why kickstand. I'm going to actually explain what I think about kickstand RDLs. So just to give you guys a quick visual, what I tend to program most in my videos is single leg RDLs. And keep in mind, or just be aware that if I lose my balance, it's because number one, maybe I don't have balance, but number two is because I'm avoiding a drain right here. The floor is a little bit slanted. We got all types of stuff going on, and I don't have that much space in here, but we're gonna get it done. So single leg RDLs, that's what I was saying. Single leg RDLs are what I tend to program the most in my program. So we're here, single leg RDLs like this. Now what the coach was saying, the other trainer was saying that kickstand RDLs, so when you do kickstand RDLs, you are gonna want two dumbbells. You go ahead, you have a kickstand, which is your other leg, and then the working leg is the lead leg, okay? And then you hinge at the hip, we're going down, and we're coming back up. He is saying that this is a better option than single leg RDLs because with single leg RDLs, balance is the limiting factor. So I 100% agree with that. So balance is the limiting factor when you are doing a single leg RDL. You're still going to get some general strengthening of the hamstring and the post chain. However, kickstand RDLs are going to be a better option for overall strengthening if your goal is to improve strength, because balance is the limiting factor in that single leg RDL. Here's what I have to say to that. That is exactly why I program single leg RDLs. I want the balance component. I want that component in there. So I program single leg RDLs to help athletes improve the strength of their post chain while improving their balance. Okay, then once we have that solid, we've built the foundation, then I tend to move more into the barbell RDL. So we all know barbell RDLs. So hinge at the hip, we're down, and we're back up. All right. So really I'll talk about a couple different variations here soon. But really all that I have to say to this is I 100% agree with the coach. If your goal is strength in that single leg, then take the balance out of it, use that kickstand, and hit your RDLs here like this. And you will actually get a better stretch and more strengthening on that single leg with kickstand RDLs. If you want to improve balance and strengthen at the same time, which is what I do in my general strengthening phases. I actually use single leg RDLs a lot. I really like that. Then I would use single leg RDLs, and then barbell RDLs, the bilateral version, is obviously, you can use it for power, being explosive. You can use it heavy for strength. Once you get super heavy with barbell RDLs, grip tends to become the limiting factor. So I would go ahead and use a reverse grip like that. You can alternate each set if you want. Some athletes like to do that. But that is what I think about kickstand RDLs. They're very good. I have no issue with them. I just don't tend to use them in my programs. A couple other variations of RDLs that I like to use is I like to do single leg RDLs for length. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a single leg RDL. I'm going to kick my foot out as far as possible and reach my hands overhead as far as possible and bring it back. Okay, now I tend to do this at the very beginning with athletes that need to improve that single leg balance. Oftentimes, if an athlete has an ankle sprain, we will go to the single leg RDL to improve the balance, to get the ankle, the foot, all the stabilizers, the peroneals, everything working together to improve and build back up that balance and stability. Another option that I like to use is single leg RDLs on a slanted board. I meant to bring my slanted board home today, but I didn't, so I have a makeshift slanted board. Now this is strengthening ankle inversion and improving balance while improving post chain strength, hamstring strength. Then if I were to go ahead and stand this way, same ankle, now we have ankle eversion. This way is a little bit harder just because your ankle tends to not be used to this position as much as ankle inversion. So guys, these are just a couple different variations of RDLs that I use. I really like single leg RDLs, and I would say that I program single leg RDLs to improve balance and stability and the stabilizing muscles. And then once I want to focus on pure force production or pure power production, then I get into barbell RDLs. I don't tend to do any kickstand RDLs. However, I don't have any issue with it if you want to do it. It is going to be a better option if you want just pure single leg strengthening and take balance out of the equation. But that is the video for today. Hope you guys got something out of it. Comment jump JUMP down below if you want a free bodyweight vertical jump training program. Leave your question down below if you want me to answer your question in a video just like this. Like the channel, subscribe, and let me know what you think about these videos where I'm actually giving you demonstrations. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.